We are getting into December, and you know what that means. It is the last minute crochet struggle to make sure that all of the gifts you want to create get done in time. Maybe you have been really on it and you have been making gifts for the last few months, who knows? But if you're like me and you're not completely organized, then this video with a bunch of very quick crochet project ideas is perfect for you. I'm Jessie of Crochet by Jessie, and let's get into today's video. So the way I'm going to lay out this video is I'm going to give you guys kind of like a specific kind of category of a project, and then I'm going to show some examples in the clip, and then the actual video tutorial pattern, whatever I show you guys, will be linked in the description, so you'll be able to find it. But I'm just going to give you like a bit of an overview of what I think you should make and why, and then you'll see the examples as I am talking. I will say though that the first one I am going to talk about, it is specific because it's one of my own designs that has literally just released within the last few weeks. And I'm not just saying it because it's one of my designs. It works up very, very quickly. I've had a lot of people say that, and it also is a bit of a different project to what a lot of people typically do see or do make. So I thought it'd be good to kind of throw it in there. The pattern I'm talking about is the animos set. It is a beanie and fingerless glove set. I love this design so much. It's the first time I've done like an accessories wearable design in a really long time, and it's the first time I've ever done mosaic crochet fingerless gloves. I will show you some of the tester examples, but honestly guys, this is great for gifts because obviously you can do it in a set. You could always just do the fingerless gloves if you wanted to, if it's a little bit of a time crunch. But I have had a lot of people talk about how quickly it does work up. So you've still got enough time if you wanted to make a couple sets of these, for example. You may be going, Jessie, I've done one of your mosaic crochet designs before and it takes forever. But what's different with this one is I use acrylic double knit yarn, which is so much thicker than the usual super fine weight one cotton that I recommend. So I use a bigger crochet hook, I use thicker yarn. So understandably, it works up a lot quicker because of that. In general, I do feel like beanies and fingerless gloves are really, really good gifts, and they work up very quickly. You can do a lot of personality into each gift based on what colours your family or friends may like, what you think suits them, what you think they would wear more often, just all of that. And you don't even need to do it as a set, it's only if you have the time. Regardless of whether you're just doing the beanie or you're doing the fingerless gloves as well, or just the fingerless gloves, it's going to be so appreciated, and it's something that people will really, really use often, especially during the colder months. So with that, I honestly don't think you could really go wrong, especially with the fingerless gloves, because I am a person who does not get on with full gloves that cover my fingers. I don't know why, if it's like a sensory thing or what, but I always just, I really don't like the feeling. Whereas I'm really good with fingerless gloves. So if you have family or friends who are like that, or maybe if you're like that too, and you get the struggle, designs like this are really good to do fingerless gloves. Based off of personal experience, you can't go wrong with fingerless gloves. So that is enough of my examples of my own designs, and let's get into the rest of them. Another awesome idea for that bookworm in your life are crochet bookmarks. You can really do a lot with these. I've seen so many different versions. They work up a lot quicker than a large project because obviously it's quite small, but you could equally do a really cute kind of themed set where maybe they're all floral or inspired by nature, just anything really. And again, if that person is a very avid reader, they're going to use that a lot in their life, so you know your gift is going to be used and they're going to cherish it. Staying on the same theme of the colder months of the year, I do feel like mug cozies are really, really cute, but also quite functional, because a lot of us, ironically, we want the hot drink to keep us warm from the cold, but then the drink becomes too warm that we don't want to hold it. And it's just this awkward, like, what do I do? Mug cozies are the best way to avoid that, and you could make them festive. You could do it in people's favourite colours. There's a lot you could do. You could do more intricate ones. You could do some really chunky ones that I've seen out on the internet, which I personally do love. And again, if you're using chunkier yarn, that's going to work up so unbelievably quick. A slightly larger project, which again is very much in keeping with the colder months, if you do have the time, then you could always do a scarf. I will say this is a slight wildcard one maybe out of the rest of these ideas, because I do feel like it would probably take the longest to make, but I would also counter and say it depends on what yarn you use and it depends on what pattern you follow. I do feel like obviously if you're using chunkier yarn, it is going to work up quicker, so that might be the way to kind of overcome how much longer a scarf typically takes. And again, scarves are perfect for this time of year. People are definitely going to be using them, so you know your gift will be appreciated and used, which is The biggest thing as a crocheter or just a fibre artist in general, you want what you have put your time into and what you've gifted to people to actually be used. So I feel like timing is very good with just making sure that, oh, well, it's the cold time of the year, so I'm going to make sure I get gifts which suit that as well. In contrast to that, I've got a few other ideas which are really good for kind of like more spring, summertime, or at least that's the vibe I get. And the first idea is market bags. You can incorporate some really pretty designs, but a lot of it can be mesh related. And I mean, crochet mesh, as you know, works up so quickly in comparison to different types of crochet. And I feel like it's another thing where it's going to be an awesome project / gift that people can just keep in their bags, and when they're out shopping, they'll be able to take it out and think of the fact that you've made it for them and gifted it to them every time they use it. And a lot of people, that might become like their weekly shopping routine, using the market bags that you've done for them. So I need to make market bags, to be honest, because I feel like that would be so much fun. I've never really gotten around to doing it myself, but it's always one of those projects that I see online and I just know I want to do at some point, and then I forget because I get distracted by all of the ideas on my list and in my head. But yeah, market bags, I don't really think you can go wrong with them. If you want a really, really quick project to work up, then you can't go wrong with scrunchies. Scrunchies are a cute little accessory. You don't need to put loads of time into them. I mean, they're pretty small. Unless you're making like a giant scrunchie, they are gonna work up very quickly. And again, it's just a way to incorporate someone's personality. You could make family and friends, you could do like a little set for them, or you could just do one real showstopper piece. I mean, speaking from experience, I use Alice bands, I use scrunchies, I use all that kind of stuff on a day-to-day basis because I don't really like having my hair down, which sounds silly if you've seen me in most of my videos, but if I'm not in front of the camera, my hair is out of my face because it just annoys me. So if you have family or friends who are like that as well, who just like to have their hair out of their face, then yeah, I really recommend making some crochet scrunchies. Another idea, which again is just going back to everyone who likes to feel cozy, this is another one that I need to do myself because I haven't done it, but every single time I see it, I want to do it. And that is making some really cozy crochet socks. These are like the socks that you would want to wear around the house, which during the colder part of the year keep you warm and cozy, and I feel like that's another project which will work up fairly quick. People will really get their use out of it. Do you know, I'd actually say more so, you can make them even wackier or more suited to the person's personality. They are a little bit more concealed, so in my opinion, they can be a little bit more out there if preferred. So if you have some family or friends that love crazy wacky colours but maybe they don't always wear them, some funky socks is like the perfect way to be able to do that for them in a gift. I also really like crochet coasters. I've made a few of them. It's another one on my 2026 bucket list to kind of get a bit more into it. The example that I always think of when I think of crochet coasters, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's the one where it looks like a pot with a bunch of flowers in it. And then when you take it out, each coaster's basically been wrapped up and it's got flower detailing on the outside, and it just makes it look like a little mini bouquet of flowers. And I love that. I think it's such a great concept. There's probably a few different designs out there, but that's definitely going to be one of the ones that I link in the description. I think for me, that very much is springtime. I really do think of spring for that, obviously with flowers and everything. But that's such a fun little accessory that you could have in any room in the house, really. Obviously, not every room, but like you could have bedroom, living room, that kind of stuff. It's kind of multifunctional. It's something that you can really put in lots of different places to add a little bit of character, but then it is also functional because who doesn't need coasters? So I feel like it works out very well in that sense. And you could also be wacky if you did that floral kind of bouquet coaster idea. You could do different colours for the flowers. They don't all have to be the same. So there's a lot you could do with that. And in turn, you could also do Christmas themed coasters because yeah, it may be for a Christmas present, but people are still going to get their use out of it around Christmas time. And then that might be one of the things that gets brought out every single year when the decorations come out and your festive coasters are then there, and people will be able to enjoy that every year onwards, whilst also making sure that they are looked after because then they'll last longer as well. This one is another idea which, kind of like the Christmas themed coasters, you can use towards the tail end of Christmas time, but also you'll start to use it every year going forwards, and that is Christmas tree decorations. Whenever I think of crochet Christmas tree decorations, the first one that comes into my head is like the mini crochet Christmas jumper decoration, which I love. And again, I always forget to do it, so I've got too many things lined up for my schedule for the rest of the year, so I doubt I'll be able to get it done in time, to be honest. But if I have a spare couple days where I can do it, I will be making a few of them, and you can bet I will be trying to add my family's initials. That's just really cute. I love it. But there's a lot of other different kind of designs you could do. I've seen lots of beautiful crocheted snowflakes. I feel like just decorations as well that are so personalized and Christmassy. I don't think you can go wrong with them as well. Yeah, they're not around for the whole of the year, but the second you bring it out for around Christmas time, then that's just awesome memories, and someone's going to really cherish that and look after it and use it for years to come. If you guys think that there are some more quick Christmas project crochet ideas that I haven't mentioned in this video, then please do say in the comments below. It's that time of year, Christmas fever's taken in. Maybe I have forgotten something really obvious, and if that is the case, then please help me guys, let me know. As well as that, if you have gotten to this stage of the video, let me know what your favorite idea is and what you typically make when you're crocheting gifts for family and friends around Christmas time. I wish you guys so much luck with getting all of your projects done in time. I hope the crochet gods are on your side and that you have no delays, everything goes smooth, and that all of your family and friends love your crochet gifts that you make for them this Christmas. If you have enjoyed today's video and you want to see more crochet content like this, then don't forget to press the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified when my next video is up. I also want to give a major shout out to all of my lovely new members that have joined me on the channel. If you guys didn't know, I do have members available. You get extra perks, which I'll let you know here. If you want to be a part of it, then don't hesitate to click join. With all of that being said, I will see you in my next video. Bye!